Hello and welcome to day one of Sunrise Sunset. I'm Dr. Alexis Edwards. I'm the host of Healing Alchemist Tribe. I would imagine most of you know me by now, but just in case, I'm a doctor of Oriental medicine and I am the founder of the Expansion Principle Healing Modality. I'm really happy to have you here. I'm excited to do this program. It's something that came from my own desire to really create a lot more structure in the beginning and the end of my day. And I think that I know that has so much power. And so I wanted to look at ritual together and look at what feels good for us. And so this is not going to be, this is non-denominational. This is really open to your own belief systems and really what works for you. And we're going to work together over 30 days and I'm going to suggest different activities to try. We're going to be feeling out what feels good. And at the end of the 30 days, the idea is that you have a practice that feels good to you and that you are supported in following. Hello, Michelle. All right, let's invite some of our friends. Oops. Okay. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Melissa. Good morning. So the way that this program is going to work is that it's going to be 30 days together, someone in the group, and we're also going to have the opportunity to sign up for emails. And so everyone on the email list will get every single day of content. You'll get the live content and you'll also have pre-recorded videos that we're working on now for each day. And you'll be really guided through the 30 days online or on the web, if I can speak, on the email. So if you sign up for that, that'll give you all of the content. And even if you miss it, you know you're going to get it in your inbox. So I love to have you live, but if that's not something that works for you, you're able to have that. It'll have the video for the day and then the activities that we recommend and that we're working on for that day. Hey Laura, hey Amy. So I highly recommend that if you want the full program and you want the full support, to go ahead and sign up for the email series of it. We're going to pop the link in the sign up link in the comments. What else? We'll have the schedule for the lives that will be in here. And so I think maybe like 10%, like 30%, we'll say 30% of the lives will occur here in the group, and then the rest of the content will be pre-recorded. What else do we want to talk about? I'll just reiterate a little bit because I know more people are hopping on now, that the whole purpose behind this is really to look at where we're at today, especially, is going to be an assessment day, where we're at in terms of our schedule, our structure, how structured are we, how not structured are we. Everybody's different and unique, and it's all great. Where are you now? Where would you like to be? What would feel good? And over the 30 days, we're going to introduce different activities and ways of being and things that you can try for your morning and your evening routine. And you are going to pick personally what works for you. I'm just going to keep showing up and keep giving you different things that may work. And so I'm going to be doing this with you. I'm going to be looking at what feels good. So something, like I said, this is also about my desire to have this more structure. I enjoy structure, but I'm not inherently good at creating it. And so I have to work a little bit more at implementing it. A lot of that Saturn energy, if you're familiar with the planet Saturn. Hey, Kathleen. And Saturn, he's a taskmaster, he's the teacher. But the thing about Saturn, if you put in the work, if you do the structure, you reap incredible rewards. And so that's what a little bit this program is about, working with that Saturn energy. and creating more of that. And if you already have structure, maybe part of what you're looking at is maybe you need to loosen the reins a little bit. Maybe you need to allow more flow in your day. We'll see, right? What else? Yeah, so I think that covers everything in terms of what the purpose behind the entire program is. I decided, this could have been a paid program, but I just decided it'd be fun to get in the group. A big part of this is to get more friends to join us in Healing Alchemist Tribe. So if you dig this, if it's fun to you, please do share it. If you have people in your life that do not Facebook that would enjoy this, do share the link with them to sign up for the emails. That's big part of why I did the email part of it, is because I have a pretty large patient client base that does not Facebook. And so I wanted to be able to offer them the option to really have something that's for them too, Hey, Ronnie. What else? Yeah, that's it for in terms of the structure. If you have any questions, feel free to share. The more that you share, the better. This is for you, and this is for us together to create what feels good. So today for day 1, what we're doing is really assessing. I want you to look at your homework assignment, your whatever word you want. Homework doesn't trigger me. For some people, they don't like homework. But your discovery activity is to look at and assess, where are you right now? Do you have a routine? We all do, whether we realize it or not. So what we're looking at today is your routine intentional or is it not intentional? So a non-intentional routine might look like, hi Michelle, waking up and going to the bathroom, maybe getting some water, having some breakfast and going to work. Or a intentional routine might be jumping out of bed, throwing some clothes on and dashing to work. And so a non-intentional routine in the evening might just be you finish your day, you have some dinner, you're in front of the TV. None of these things are bad, okay? So it's just a matter of there isn't much thought about what you desire to do. It's just going through the motions. And so I want you to assess, is it like that versus, when you wake up, the intention, you are aware and your consciousness is present. Hey, Becky. Your consciousness is present in your activities. And so that's really what this is about, is bringing your consciousness to the present. And this doesn't need to be overcomplicated. And so one of the things that I felt, because it's what I hear, is that, you have to wake up and journal and meditate, and people who are really successful do all these things. And what I'm finding is just waking up, and I'm not saying I'm not going to do that, but what I've been contemplating as this program was starting is that when I wake up in bed, really connected to myself, and I bring my conscious awareness to myself, to my environment, and allow myself to cultivate just a joy and have this stillness in my bed, that feels delicious, and it feels really, really intentional to me. Where before I was kind of on my phone and looking around, and I have to get up and, all of that kind of stuff. So today's discovery activity is looking at, your routine right now. Is it intentional? Is it not intentional? That's the first thing. And write down what you do, right? So whatever it is, just starting to bring awareness to the activities that you're doing in the morning. And it doesn't matter right now if it's intentional or not. I just want you to write out what is it, so that you're bringing awareness to yourself. That's the first step. And we'll kind of go from there. Remember to do all of these things with loving kindness for yourself, not recrimination. So it's not, hey Sherry. So it's not oh man, I've spent all this time and I'm not consciously aware of where I'm at. And this is not what it's about at all. It's just where are you, right? So that we can bring change. So this is both in the morning and for the evening too. You might find that in one space you're really intentional and conscious, and another you're not. So just look at that. Yes, absolutely. And so we're having a sign up also, Sherry, so that you can get all of the material. I'll make a post about it, and we'll also put the sign up link in the comments. So that's your assignment. Okay. That's your activity, your discovery. I like that discovery activity for today. And then tomorrow we will hopefully share some of what you figured out. What did you discover? And then we'll keep going, right? I'm really excited, really looking forward to this, really looking forward to what you have to share with me tomorrow. And if you need any support, do reach out. What else? Fun thing. We are offering, I have month-to-month programs for the healing portion. So I do mentorships that are much larger because there's like a learning component, but there is a month-to-month component if you're interested in doing like a month together while we do this, so that you would have a call with me and some Voxer access. That is a possibility, and is on the affordable side. It's it is an entry-level kind of thing with me. So if you want to add that onto this, you can just reach out. And I think that's it. Do your discovery activity. So Becky already knows. She's like, currently there is no routine, just chaos and goo, at least until the end of the weekend when the bulk of everything will be done. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Jenny. So Jenny just put the sign up link in the comments. So as soon as we get off live, you can start clicking on that. If you're on a computer, you can click it now, but I know during the live, it's not active yet. If you're on a mobile device. Yeah, so that's also like, I think what's beautiful is that Becky is sharing what's going on, and Becky is having construction in her home right now. So there's the awareness, like there's just like, right? And that's okay. And so looking at that and being aware of wherever you're at with loving kindness for yourself is really, really, really important. And so for you, Becky, and for anyone else who's in that situation, we can still start to do the activities of building up. So even if you have a certain date when things will change again, even the act, like what I am doing in the morning, like opening my eyes and being connected, like that's something that can happen no matter what, right? So we'll look at different things tomorrow. We'll assess the answers to this discovery. And then we're also going to go ahead and start to look at, what do we want to feel? And we'll go from there, my darlings. Anything else? Part of the reason why we're doing the email sign up and also some lives is to make space in the group to have more lives. So we have a few guests that we're starting to line up, which is super fun. And we're going to start doing our healings again. We haven't really done energy healings in a while where it's just an energy healing live. So we're going to start doing that more, which I'm really looking forward to. Yeah, so Amy's also in like one of those, we have our home up for sale, she says, and it's been hectic, last minute showings. Yeah, so there's always going to be moments in life where it's like that. And so that's one of the things that I do want to address, that you can be connected and conscious. And we're going to talk about what ritual means, right? Which is really about bringing the sacred in. And it doesn't have to be this big old thing. There doesn't have to be this ritual, doesn't mean this drawn out process. It just means that there's connection, consciousness, and reverence. I think learning to be grateful for the showings and also finding a routine would be great. Yeah. And whatever routine that is, even if it's, like I said, as simple as knowing as soon as you open your eyes, you connect, and then that's it. And then it's hit the ground running, and that's okay. And then over time, being able to lengthen that and to create more of that. The other thing too that I was kind of getting to with that morning thing is that there's this idea that you're supposed to meditate and wake up and journal and all this stuff. And I'm like, I want to do my morning stuff, right? And then I'm finding, well, what if that's not who I am? What if that doesn't work for me? What if I'm more of an evening person? What if, sitting in bed before I close my eyes is really what I want to be doing and just journaling for a few minutes there? What if my meditation is in bed the moment I wake up, and allowing myself to be in that stillness and to that connectedness? Maybe that's what it looks like, right? So we're really going to get open with what works for us and not having to be regimented. And we just want to bring consciousness and sacredness in. Okay, Becky's saying creating some conscious non-negotiables for our everyday. Yes, yep, absolutely. I love this too. I'm really excited for it. Other exciting things that we know is going on is that we are currently in enrollment for the Expansion Principle training, practitioner training. We start August 8th on the peak of the Lions Gate. What else? So if you know, I do feel like this round is going to be people who's been kind of eyeing this for a while. So if you're one of those people that have been eyeing this and are like, I want to do it, I want to do it, I want to do it, reach out to me. There are multiple payment plans. There's a payment plan that lets you start at $288 a month. So reach out for that as well. And I will see you tomorrow. We will have a live in here. And then we will also be putting out the schedule of which days are going to be live. And then also for you to sign up for the emails. All right. I love you. See you later. Bye.